What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tomo here, and for this episode of Mundane Shit in My Kitchen, volume whatever we're on now, we're going to revisit the pie maker. I don't think I did the pie maker much justice in the last video. Everything went a little bit tits up, everything went a little bit wrong. We had some over spillage, we had the fucking clasp exploding halfway through the cook. So we're gonna give it another bash. And we're going to see if we can make a slightly more successful pie that doesn't need reconstructive surgery partway through the video. So, what we've got for you today, as recommended by a good friend of mine, she's one of the first, I've got no idea, bear with me, one of the first 18 people to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be honest, I don't even recognise her name on the subscriber list, so I don't even think she's fucking subscribed at all. Doesn't matter. One of the first people to support the channel, good friend of mine, has suggested that I make a nice cheese and bean pie with some extra pork sausages in there. Look at that, some little cheeky pork sausages going. So step one, as with the previous video, what we're going to do is do a little bit of ingredient prep. I'm going to get my cheese nice and grated so that it mixes nice and well with the baked beans and pork sausages when it's in the filling. I'm going to unwrap my pastry and take some little pastry stamps and set them in the machine, and then we'll see where we go from there. Obviously, as we're prepping the cheese, I'm just going to take a nice little wedge off there myself, just for... Beautiful. So now that I've prepped my other two ingredients, I'm going to take my little pastry press here, and I'm just going to get myself the base and the lid for my pie, as I did in the previous video. Exact same procedure. I'm just going to nicely push down on there, get a nice lid going. Actually, yeah, let's move that one out of the way into the machine first before we do anything here. Something like that. Then I'm just going to push it down and get it all nice and neat later on. Now, as with the previous video, again, I am going to have to set this a little bit on axis, otherwise it will just fall out of there by the time I finish prepping with the rest of my ingredients. So I'll be back with you momentarily while I just do a little bit of two-handed arrangement and get my pie shell sorted. Alright, so now that the pie casing's done, what we're going to aim to do is just transfer our ingredients from this area over here into the pie casings over there. Magic. This is going to be one of those two-handed jobs again. I'm very sorry. Alright, and we're back in business. So for pie number one, I'm going to take some of my cheese, and I'm just going to kind of lob it on the top there. The idea here is that the cheese is just going to melt down into the beans as it's cooking. Either that, or I'm just going to have a nice kind of globule of melted cheese right at the very top. But, you know, we'll see. For pie number two, we're going to go a little bit more exotic, and I bet you weren't expecting this now, were you? Both pies. They're still going to be cheese and bean, don't worry. Don't worry, you little cotton socks. But let's bring in some bonus ingredients here. I'm going to try and make this one with a little bit of cream cheese instead, and see if it, you know, melts a little bit nicer in with the arrangement there. And I'm also going to put a little bit of this Greek tomato and red pepper dip in. It's quite nice. I don't really know what it's meant to be used for. It's basically just like a tomato puree with a little bit of extra pepper. It kind of reminds me of red pesto. But yeah, it's from Lidl. It's fucking cracking. Greek week. Can't go wrong. So here we go. We've now got our two slightly different flavours of the same pie. It's going to be cheese with beans and tomato and sausages. Off we go. Lid's going to go down now. I'm going to turn on the machine. Lid down. And now we wait. Alright, so while these pies are cooking, I've obviously got something else in store for you. Normally it would be a cup of tea. I need to do a tiny bit of clean up, just where my ingredients were before, and then I'll see what I've got in store for you. Obviously, I'm just going to shovel up the rest of the cheese into my face. That's the best way to clean this up, I think. Oh, so good. So, having already made my cup of tea earlier for the start of the video, I thought you might enjoy, for this little intermission period, a second meal prep. They're new to the channel, but some of you might know that I own two reptiles, and those reptiles, they be hungry. So we're going to chop up a little bit of strawberry for them, and we're going to put a little bit of wild rocket just in their food bowls there. Put a little bit of calcium powder on them, and then see if they enjoy it. So here we go. All right, so I've got my strawberries chopped. So what we're going to do now is just in each food bowl, we'll have a little bit of a bed of wild rocket on there, shall we? You've got to dress it up, obviously. Most of the taste's in the presentation, isn't it? So, you know, a nice bed of rocket on there as well. And then we can just dress our rocket salad with some strawberry toppings. Now, they've each got roughly a big strawberry. I don't want to feed them too much fruit, just on the grounds that it is quite high in sugar. It's also quite watery. It's good for their kind of general water intake, but I don't really want to have to deal with the watery poos on the other side. So, and there you go. Look how beautiful those look. So I'll take them into the room. I'll see if I can get some footage of one of them feeding. So I have two flatmates of the reptilian kind. This one here is Winifred. Winifred is lovely. Winifred is a boy, despite having a girl's name. The people that I got him from didn't realise that he was a boy. But he really is. But he's a cute one, ain't you? You're quite inquisitive as well. We'll see if we can give you some food first. Oh shit, no, I need to put some powder on it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll do the introductions first then, and then we'll finish the prep, and then I'll come back and give you a little bit of grub. Lick. And this little miserable bugger here is Juno. Juno, also with a lady name, is also a boy. He's slightly more miserable. He's usually got a bit of a grumpy beard on, but he's totally fine. He has been checked. He's got no kind of underlying health conditions or anything. He just is a bit grumpy, ain't you? You're just a bit grumpy fella. You don't really like being handled either. You just kind of tolerate my existence, don't you? What we've got here is another food bowl. Do you want some of this? Oh, look at this. Look at this salad. Look at this salad. Do you even care? Oh, I mean, you're eyeing it up. You know it's food, don't you? You know. I'm going to put that down there just on the tiles for you. And then if you want to... Yeah, you're looking at it, ain't you? You're looking at it. Do you want to go grab some? Do you want me to manually feed you a strawberry? Mr. Royalty, do you want a manual? Oh, you do want a manual strawberry. Okay. I see how it is. There we go. Don't worry too much about the piece being too big for him. It is quite squishy, and I've watched him eat similar sized pieces before, so I know he's capable of chomping it away. Yeah, there you go. He's already sliced it on the other side. His gob right there. And down it goes. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Was that good? Was that nice? Was it really tasty? It was really tasty, wasn't it? It was. What they're currently looking like. Ooh, slightly further along than I was thinking, actually. And here we have it, boys and girls. After trimming off all of the excess pastry around the outside, what we have here are two pies. Obviously, I'm going to eat just the one first, so I'm going to have to go with the kind of the trusted plain and simple one first, I think, and then I'll come back to the experimental one later. I might show that on video, I might not. I might just tell you how it goes. Elsewhere another time. But yeah, there you go. Nice transfer onto the plate, and that is one of our pies. All right, let's see if I can do this one-handed pie surgery then, shall we? We're going to start up there and just kind of gently cut into it. I can already tell there's a nice bit of melted cheese in there. Oh, fuck me, this isn't going to work. Let me try prep the phone up on something. All right, it would appear I need to desperately invest in a tripod, but in the interim, I've kind of jerry-rigged a little bit of solution there. So now let's cut into our pie and see what it looks like, eh? Oh, look at that. We've got a lovely, beautiful cheese and bean pie with a little bit of sausage in there as well. Simply delicious. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and tune in next time. First things first, I'm going to open the cheese packet, which is an absolute pain in the arse. You've got to like kind of run a knife down there, but not so far. This is awful footage. Fuck this. First off, I'm going to grate my cheese so it's all nice. Oh my fucking word. Why can I not? I should script this. What the fuck am I doing? So first things first is the ingredient prep. So I'm going to take my cheese here. I'm going to grate a little bit so it's all nice and ready and big. Oh my fucking word. I'm actually like nervous and stressed out filming about making a bastard pie. All right, I'd say that's a pretty decent amount of cheese. Wouldn't you think? This isn't good footage, is it? Why am I filming this? Why am I filming the size of the pile of grated cheese? Why did I think this would make good footage for my video? All right, cheese grated. The tin has been opened, so I'm going to use my little pancake. It's not a fucking pancake! All right, tin open, cheese grated. Now I'm just going to press my press into... Oh, I've fucked this up again. All right, fantastic. So I got my pie casings in there now. So what we're going to do on this left-hand pie is combine our ingredients. Really, we're going to aim to get a nice... All right, and here we go. We've got our 2 pies prepped, our 2 cheese and bean pies. No, fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh.